We'll be tying the Dark Montreal, one of the fly assembly kit available at SHOR Fishing. Actually, those kits, you have everything you need in the kit to tie at least 6 flies. At least, because you got 6 hooks, but you got a whole lot of material and quality material actually that you can put to good use. So first step, you take the hook that are included. They are 33.99 mustad, which are a really good nymph and wet fly hook. And you take the tying thread provided, which is uni 6/0 or 8/0 in black. First step, you will take one of the hackle feather that is included in every kit, and you will simply pinch the barb so the points are aligned, and you will hold them by the tip and tear them from the hackle feather. That way you have all your points lined up and you are ready to tie in the tail, which would be around a hook length. You tie it good, but before you go any further, you will come and tie in your tinsel. You want the gold side to show up, so you will tie in the gold through the hook, and you will have to see the silver side when you will start to wrap it. It will show the gold side because it will turn around. Now you take the floss that is included in every kit too. With the floss, one tips is to cut, just to make sure that it is really straight, a straight cut. You tie it longer than what you need, and you pull on it until it is just barely holding, and you do a couple of thread wrap. This way you won't have to come with your sizer and cut any more of it. You will wrap it all the way to the back and then back to the front. Doing 2 layers of floss like this will actually help your flies to last longer, as the fish tooth won't be gripping in the body as much. Plus, when the floss is actually wet, it has a tendency to discolor. That way it won't fade away. You tie it good, trim off the excess. Now your tinsel, so you want to do between 3 and 5 wraps depending on the size of the hook. Actually, I was aiming for 5, but 4 will be enough. Secure it. You can trim off the excess. Now to the throat of your fly, you take the same feather that you had for your tail, and you will do exactly the same, except this time you will put it under the hook to do the tail. To do the throat, sorry. Once it is done, you take the mottled turkey feather that are included in every kit, and you want to have around maybe 10 fiber of each side of the hook, of each side actually of your feather. Most important is to have the same amount of fiber of every side. You will line them on top, one of another, and you want your point to be lined up. Once it is done, you just put it right on the top of the hook, and with your left hand, if you are right-handed, you will hold it between your finger as tight as you can. my first turn of thread is really loose, and when I will come up, actually I will tie this down, and I never releasing my pressure on my left hand. This is the ultimate tip actually if you want to set this kind of wing. And only once you know that your head is almost over, you are really tied down good, you can release the pressure, and then your wing should not be moving around and should be actually secure down. So you can always preen it after, while I am protecting my wing with my hand when I'm doing the head. I'm doing my whip finish knot. A drop of glue right on the head. Once your head is varnished, you are ready to fish this fly. This was actually the Dark Montreal. I was tying using the fly assembly kit from SHOR Fishing, which you can tie up to 6 flies with.